Today we are discussing investing in the market, a dollar at the time. Of course, brought to you by Shazam Investing. So, guys, what do you think of when you see these logos? The Starbucks logo, Coca-Cola, Apple, Ford, McDonald's, and Instagram. What do you think of? Well, what do I think about? Number one, is this company publicly traded? Number two, I own this company. There's no better feeling in the world than knowing, guys, you own a share or a piece of these companies. Yes, anybody can own these companies, little pieces of these companies. As long as the company is publicly traded, you can own shares. Basically, a share is fractional ownership of a public company. Think about it this way. If you had a pizza that had 8 slices, okay, and you decided, okay, I can't eat all 8 slices by myself, I'm just gonna go ahead and share a slice with someone. And the person decided, okay, I'm gonna pay you $2 for that slice. So then you would give the person the slice and keep your $2. That's what investing is like. Now, 3 things to keep in mind when investing, guys. You invest for the long term. Only invest money you do not need for the next 3 to 5 years. If you're going to need the money tomorrow, you're going to need it next year, leave it alone. The reason why you leave it in there for at least 3 to 5 years is because of all the growth that you're going to gain by leaving the money alone for at least 3 to 5 years, guys, okay? Now, here's the best part. You can start investing for as little as $1. Yes, guys, $1. Imagine, guys, you can't even buy a hamburger for $1. You can't buy a chicken sandwich at McDonald's for $1. You can't buy some French fries for $1. But guess what? You can buy $1's worth of a stock. Yes, many of these companies, Fidelity, Robinhood, as well as Cash App, will allow you to purchase shares of a company for as low as $1. And here's the best part, guys. Here's the best part. Everything is free, free, free. Investing is free, free, free. Anyone can invest in the market for free. You no longer have to pay money to purchase a share of a company or to sell a share of a company. So whenever you're buying or selling, the transaction is free. This happened last year. And the main reason why it happened is because of Robinhood, the double OG of investing, people. Robinhood forced all these big investment companies to trade for free. Now, based on a recent survey, 55% of Americans invest in the market. Now, if we break it down by ethnicity, 70% whites invest in the market, while 30% of blacks invest in the market. Remember, guys, you can do this. You must do it. It's time to do it. Now, you are here because you want to take the next step towards investing. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's take some action. So first, you must decide which platform to use. There's multiple platforms you can use on. So after a lot of research, Cash App is by far the easiest way to invest in the market. And it's dollar-based investing. They're not going to ask you how many shares you want to purchase. They simply ask you how much do you want to go ahead and buy? How much do you want to buy? Not how many shares, but how much are you willing to buy? So if you got $1, you got $5, you got $10, you just go ahead and drop it in there. Whatever you want to purchase, as long as the stock is available on Cash App. Not all stocks are available on Cash App. As long as the stock is available on Cash App, the most popular ones are available on Cash App, you can buy shares of a company using dollar-based investing. Now, Robinhood is the second easiest one. This, like I said earlier, is the double OG of free investing. This is the company that got everybody started on free investing, guys. Okay? Robinhood started doing this before everybody else was investing for free. On Robinhood, you could buy a stock for free. You could sell a stock for free. You did not have to pay anything out of your account to buy or sell. In other words, to trade, it didn't cost you anything, no commission whatsoever. I love free. Free, 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 free. I love free, guys. Now, once this started spreading around, Fidelity says, you know what? I want to be in the game. TD Ameritrade said the same thing. Schwab said the same thing. E-Trade said the same thing. But out of all these larger companies, the two that are very, very good with investing and they have great customer service are Fidelity and TD Ameritrade. TD Ameritrade by far, Fidelity is number one, then TD Ameritrade. Large brokerages, they have an 800 customer service number and they are easy to deal with. Worst case scenario, you don't know how to deal with the platform. Guess what you do? You pick up the phone, you call the 800 number, and somebody will sit on the telephone and guide you through the process, guys. I am loving Fidelity, okay? I give props to Fidelity. And with Fidelity, they have an app, guys. You must use the app to do the dollar-based investing. If you're using the platform on a computer, you cannot buy partial shares. You have to go to the app to buy your partial shares. Now, as I said, easy to use, dollar-based investing, and no 800 number, Cash App, number one, followed by Robinhood, guys, okay? Easy way to start investing. And the best thing about all of this is that almost everybody in America has a Cash App account. Cash App has become ubiquitous. Everybody transacts through Cash App. So why not use Cash App to make you money, people? Come on now. Use that Cash App to make you some money. Now, how do you do it to make you some money? I will show you later on. Now, the harder to use platforms that come with an 800 number are Fidelity, as I said earlier. Now, you can invest in the app using dollar-based investing. That's the only way you can do dollar-based investing on Fidelity. And then TD Ameritrade. Now, TD Ameritrade has no partial share investing. So in order to invest using TD Ameritrade, you have to buy whole shares. You can't buy $5 worth. You can't buy $10 worth of a company. Let's say you want to purchase Apple. You can't say I'm going to buy $5 of Apple, $10 of Apple. No, 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 no. Okay? The only way to invest in TD Ameritrade is to buy whole shares of the company. Yes, they do have an app, and no, the app will not allow dollar-based investing. You have to buy whole shares, okay? So here comes the next part. Now, when it comes to setting up your account, you choose the platform you want to use. You have to provide the necessary bio information, like where do you work, your social security number. Of course, they have to report you to the IRS, okay? Your social security number. You might be asked to choose a beneficiary, so make sure you choose a beneficiary. And then, of course, the most important part of this, guys, is to connect the account to your bank account. You got to connect the account to your bank account so you can fund the account so you can start investing. You need money in there to start investing. If you don't have money in there, you're going to invest. So you must connect it to your bank account. Now, if you do not feel secure about connecting to your bank account, connecting this account to your bank account, let me know, and then we'll figure out another way to get through this. Now, you have to fund your account. How do you fund your account? There are several ways you can fund your account, guys, okay? Number one, transfer money the day you get paid. As in, once you get paid, personally, I would start transferring some of that money over to my brokerage account. Like $50, $100, it doesn't matter. Transfer some of that money the minute you get paid, the day you get paid, before you even pay the bills. Transfer some of that money into your brokerage account. Now, after you pay the bills, if you got any excess money left after paying those bills, take that extra money, throw it into the account, guys. Throw it into the account and let that money work for you. Now, if for some reason you should have a nice little windfall and excess money comes to you, take it. Throw it in the account. And then here's a fourth and final way you can start saving and putting money into your account to fund your brokerage account. Dividends, guys. Many of these companies, they have dividends. They pay out a dividend every quarter, as in every 3 months, they pay out a dividend. So you can take the dividend and reinvest it into the company. Yes. Or if you don't want to reinvest it into the company, you have a better stock to buy with the money. What do? You take that money and you buy other stocks with it, okay? Now, what in the heck is a dividend? Dividend is simply any distribution of profits from a company to its shareholders. So if you own a company and the company has excess profits, it passes on the extra profits to you in the form of dividends. And most companies do this 4 times per year, every quarter, every 3 months. They will share out that dividend. They will pay out that dividend, guys, okay? There are some companies that will even do it every month. Can you believe that? Every month. Your money is making you money. Shazam. All right. So if you're ready, it's time to start investing. So there are 4 ways for you to invest in the market. You can buy individual stocks. You can buy REITs. You can buy ETFs, or you can purchase index funds. Now, 3 habits of smart investors. They buy low and they sell high. Remember that. Buy low, sell high. So in other words, when everybody else is panicking, guess what? People, great investors, smart investors, they're buying. Smart investors, they do a lot of research. Before they purchase any stock, they go and do their research. What's their primary source? Google, Yahoo, the actual platform like TD and Robinhood. They go and do their research before they invest in any stock. Now, there are podcasts that you can listen to which will help you select the right stocks. And then the third habit of a smart investor is that they don't sell when everybody else is panicking. When the stock market is not doing well, they don't sit there and sell their shares. No, 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 no. That is the wrong time to sell your shares, okay? You sell your shares when the stock is riding high, when nobody wants to sell. That's when you sell. When everybody else is selling, you just stay calm, cool, and collected and hold on to your stocks, guys, okay? Let them ride the market, okay? Let them ride the market. Now, what to buy? What do you buy? Let's look at the individual stocks. So there's multiple types of individual stocks. You've got growth stocks, you've got dividend or income stocks, you got speculative stocks, you got penny stocks. Now, the growth one are those companies whose earnings are increasing rapidly. For example, Apple, Tesla, great examples. Dividend or income stocks, companies which generate a lot of cash but lack growth, aka the blue chip stocks like Coke or AT&T. Then you've got the speculative stocks. The speculative stocks are startups with no financial history and they could end up failing, like the SPACs, special purpose acquisition companies. Now, an example of a SPAC was Nikola Motors. Ooh, okay. So yeah, I'm sure some people got burned by that one, okay? Now, when you're looking at the speculative stocks, be careful. Read into the information about that stock before you go and invest in it. Penny stocks, these are any companies whose shares are less than $5. A big example of this is Hertz that went through a bankruptcy this year and has to reorganize. Right now, the shares are trading at about $2.50 a share. Yeah, that's a penny stock. What you need to realize is that you always buy companies you believe in and will always be around. What companies whose services are you always using? Ask yourself that question. What companies' services are you always using? So here's some examples. Walmart, Target, Apple, Verizon, Coke, Microsoft, Ford. These are some of the examples. Those are the companies you want to buy into, okay? Those are the companies that are going to be around for a very long time, guys. Can you imagine Walmart disappearing or Target disappearing or, oh my God, Apple? Can you imagine what would happen if you were to wake up tomorrow morning and Apple were to disappear? Shazam. Okay? Verizon, the best carrier. Can you imagine what would happen if Verizon were to disappear tomorrow? I think you guys could live if you didn't have Coke, but Microsoft, the word processing service, just that in and of itself, okay, email, Ford, can you imagine all these cars disappearing from the world, guys? Okay, you've got the Mustang, you've got what's another one? The Ford Explorer, the F-150. Can you imagine these companies disappearing? Okay, those are the companies you buy into. Now, how much should you purchase? For most of these companies, guys, you can start with as low as $1. In Stash, Cash App, Robinhood, you can start with as low as $1. Now, if you have a large sum of money, personally, I would start investing a quarter of it at a time. For example, if you got $1,000 to invest, I would start with $250 at a time, okay? And you can do this on any platform. Now, the other option you have is to set a recurring investment. So in other words, every time you get paid, you have a certain amount of money sent into your brokerage account, your investment account. $25, $50, $100, $1,000, it really doesn't matter. So if you have an Acorns account, you have a Stash account, Robinhood account, send that money into the account automatically and it will invest for you automatically, okay? Acorns is famous for that, Stash is famous for that. Robinhood, it's a little trickier, but it is doable. Yes. All right, guys. So I'm gonna stop right here and I will chat with you on the next video about the type of stocks you can invest in.